Getaway is a 2024 horror comedy slasher movie starring Nick Frost. He writes this movie. He is Richard Smith. Him and his wife Susan need a vacation, so they want to go to the island community of Svalta. It's a very cut off, and they have 3 days of a special play and organization of a play, an 8-hour-long thing, and they bring their kids who don't want to be there. They're Jesse and Sam. So the four of them rent an Airbnb from Matt, a local man who's renting out his mother's Airbnb. However, the community does not approve of them and doesn't want to invite them to the play and starts threatening them. So the family is, they've been harassed at every turn, and they find out maybe Matt isn't who he says he is, and they find themselves in the thick of danger because they're on a small island in the middle of nowhere, and of course their host is weird and the community is weird. So this is a weird little horror film. I had a chance to watch this in theaters, but I didn't because it was playing, and then it would have been over the same time a Taylor Swift concert would have been over, and I'd have to compete with 19,000 people trying to go home via public transit. So I was like, nah, this movie's not that good. It wouldn't have been worth it if I saw it in theaters. This movie hinges all of its bets on one twist halfway through the movie, and it's an interesting twist, but then the movie sort of gets really silly and demented, and it throws all stakes out the window and becomes a splatter flick, which is okay, but I just really didn't like the lack of suspense. It became too much of a comedy and not enough horror. So that kind of changes the dynamic. I mean, Nick Frost is great in the role. He's having a lot of fun. He writes this movie. It's a passion project or whatever. And the family does a good job, but overall just kind of felt like the movie was missing something. And it's just okay. There's a funny moment near the end, a couple of good moments here and there, but not much to worth. It's only like an hour and a half long too, but the entire package isn't really worth it. So I give Getaway a 3 out of 10.